situation inside the classroom. Try to visualize how it looks like when a classroom is a teacher-centered classroom. Does it can guarantee a meaningful learning towards the learners? Now, think of another situation inside the classroom, wherein that classroom is a learner-centered classroom. Which of which is the most effective? Hi, I am Jaycel Marie and I am excited to talk about authentic ways of organizing and managing learner-centered classroom. A traditional classroom in which students sit properly and attentively in their seats, while teacher squirt immense quantities of wisdom and expertise into their sponge-like brains is long gone. Now, a learner-centered classroom just sounds good as it rubs off the tongue, as you've all heard the phrase. But most of the educators will further commit that creating a learner-centered classroom is progressively an imperative and norm these days rather than a leisure or innovative approach to teaching. So identically, what is learner-centered classroom? Now, learner-centered classroom or learner-centered learning environment is one in which its focus of instruction shifted from the teacher to the students with an end goal of developing autonomous and self-sufficient students by placing burden of learning in the hands of students. Countless supporters of learner-centered classroom genuinely think that it is the effective way to succor students to develop skills needful for independent problem solving and lifelong learning. So, what are those authentic ways of organizing and managing learner-centered classroom? The use of technology. Wondering why I choose the use of technology? The right to creating a learner-centered is involvement right. The better the student engage in any activity or project, the more immersed they will be in the learning process. Now, this technology is the most important tool, key, and instrument for student engagement in today's world. When students have the opportunity to accommodate existing web technologies and tools into the learning process, they become eager and anxious participants in almost any activity learning. Next, we have create an environment where mutual respect and a cast of knowledge guide behavior, not rules. A classroom without rules? Doesn't that seem a little far-fetched, right? It might be if you plan having a teacher-centered classroom where students spend nearly their time learning and the other half trying to stay conscious. So what's the key rule of neural strategy? Well, engagement. Behavior will so seldom to be an issue if the activities are kept fascinating. An engaging classroom environment with engaging activities, project, and discussion foments mutual respect and of course urges a furtherance of learning that leaves little time for setbacks. Next, we have allowing the students to share in decision making. Organizing a learner-centered classroom requires collaboration. It requires placing the student to be the center of their learning environment by allowing them to be involved in deciding why, what, and how their learning experience will take shape. Lastly, we have give the student opportunity to lead. Giving students the opportunity to lead is a great way to ameliorate and develop learner-centered learning environment that fosters engagement and empowers of course the students to take ownership of the learning experience. There are lots of authentic ways in organizing and managing a learner-centered classroom. But always remember that in learner-centered classroom, we as a teacher is only the facilitator of the learners, while the learners is the author of their learning. So let us give the freedom to the learners to learn independently and to discover by their own. That would be all. Thank you.